Hello, everyone, and welcome to Debrincat Sports. And breaking news from when we're starting this video:
Yes.
the Red Wings are expected to acquire Alex Debrincat.
Yes, the cat.
Which means we are getting some offensive firepower, potentially a 40-point score.
Correct.
To Debrincat.
Debrincat.
The cat scratch.
But that will add some point production to our front lines. The person we were looking for this offseason, the one I was looking for this offseason, to add that firepower which the Red Wings need, and this should make the team better.
Oh, of course. Depending upon who they gave up, and knowing Steve Yzerman, we don't know the deals yet. I don't think he's going to give up anybody too crazy. I think, you might lose either Berggren. I don't think he would trade Raymond.
You're probably losing one of your forwards. I hope he didn't give up Seider. If he gave up Seider...
he would not give up Seider. I'll be shocked.
But we will do more of the trade breakdown when we get the full details, but it is expected to happen. And the contract, there is no necessary details on the money yet. We'll go over that too when it comes out. But the deal is expected to be 4 to 5 years long. That is coming from Elliot Friedman of Sportsnet. Again, somebody who's kind of trustworthy with that stuff, but again, you never know if things can change.
Oh, that's all. As a casual Red Wings, I like hockey, but again, just like the Tigers, I don't get a chance to watch as much as I would. Kid sounds like a highly sought after player. Definite improvement from what we got.
Sure.
Yes,
and from a guy like me, just entertain me. Just be entertained.
And just hypothetically, I do you think that first line would be Raymond, Debrincat, and Larkin?
It's definitely going to be Larkin and Debrincat. And then
it's Debrincat.
Not
Debrincat, the cat.
And then what will end up happening? I could see Comp on the first line if they want him there, or I could also see him as a second line center with Compter. I could also see them doing a Michigan line and then doing a second line with Debrincat on it.
I would love to see Comfer on that line. They need somebody who's a assist guy. When you got a guy like the cat on the one side, you got a guy who can deliver it to him, be the mailman, and set him up.
And we'll see.
Plus, you need somebody who's a little bit more defensive minded because you're playing with, Debrincat is not a very good defensive player. If that's the case, we're getting a little ahead of ourselves, but we're excited.
Do you think now with this news that your expectations are a playoff?
Oh, sure.
They were a playoff before this.
They were a playoff. Yeah.
Yzerman's. It was his 5th season coming up, right?
5th season, but I would say it's his 3rd season of his own team.
Okay.
That's why I've been giving him more of a break on than most people. Because
that seat's getting hotter for Yzerman.
I really would like to see someone with size and someone with a little bit of a physical.
Well, we will see how much this deal is to how much they have left.
Right.
Like, they could still go after Dumba depending on how much left they have in the contract. Right?
Okay.
If this is a $8 million contract for the next 4 or 5 years, you have filled up your cap. There's no one else you're signing this offseason. You are at where you're at.
Well, someone suggested today that once we got Debrincat in, that we would maybe possibly sign Patrick Kane to a 1-year deal.
And that the problem I see with after
he still with Chicago,
he got traded to the Rangers and he's a free agent.
Okay, so, how old is this guy?
Kane?
But again,
I think he's like what? Kane's like 38.
No, he's 36.
36.
36. But
might have 2 years.
No, I would sign maybe. I really wouldn't want Patrick Kane because I think we're kind of to the point.
You are stuffed on forwards. Right. You are stuffed. You have too many. We don't know who's going to be up, who's not.
And I'd love to see a couple of these young kids get a chance to play if they earn it.
What I'm expecting of this deal before it comes out, it's probably involving Boston's 1st round pick. That could be a 2nd round,
right? If
they don't make the playoffs. One of your first line prospects that have somewhat played in the NHL but not, and then probably somebody who has been in the NHL. I could see Fabry part of the deal.
Oh, I would love that.
I could see Fabry part of the deal just because he's experienced, but also not an amazing guy. He's an average guy.
Fabry, throw in,
You're probably going to lose. I'm going to say I feel like it might be Berggren. But it could be Rasmussen.
I think no, I would not want them giving up Rasmussen. I would love to see, if it happens, do we have to give up either Berggren or Raymond? I like both of them. I mean, I think both are kind of similar players, so either one. I think both are going to have better seasons this year than they had last year. I think they're both going to make a step toward being that 25 to 30 goal scorer that we hope they will be. But yeah, somebody even was suggesting, I heard Kubalik might be part of it.
I hope not, because he did really good last year.
And he's got some size.
But you're going to have to give Ottawa somebody who at least can help them just as much as Debrincat will help our top line.
Okay.
Will we know anything exactly yet? No, we might not know anything until tomorrow, which could be Monday, right? And then we'll get something out as soon as possible after we learn the details. But it is going to be very interesting to see what is going to happen involving this deal. It is very exciting for the team. We'll do like maybe a lineup prediction, see what the team might look like next year with Debrincat on the team, and where the Red Wings should probably place amongst the standings. I could see them as a higher wild card than just the 8th seed. They could be 7th,
right.
or sneak into that 3rd
they
spot.
Still play in a very, very
probably
very
the toughest division in hockey.
And you got teams like Buffalo and Ottawa who last year passed them by.
Yes. And then you're still fighting the Maple Leafs signed a lot of good guys this year.
Yep.
Right. Boston lost a lot of good guys, but they're still Boston. They might be a problem. And then Florida, they came out of nowhere and made the final. And then you still got to deal with Tampa, even though I don't think they'll be the team that they've been. I think your main concerns are Ottawa, Buffalo, Florida, and Toronto.
And Tampa.
Tampa's not. I don't think Tampa's going to be that team.
You don't think so?
No.
Tampa's been until they drop off that much. That team has been so good for so long. And they have that great goaltender, Vasilevsky, and
great goaltender can only carry you so far.
That's true. But I still think that they're certainly
They could be a Florida, though. They could somehow sneak into the playoffs and make it to the final. They could very well do that. But I don't think they're going to be that much of a team to worry about. I think your main one in our divisions, Toronto and Florida.
Yes.
And then with Buffalo and Ottawa on the rise. However, after this trade, I don't know. It depends on what they get in the trade and how much it's going to affect both teams. So, right, with that being said, let us know what you think about the trade when it comes out. What you think the Red Wings will be doing for the rest of the offseason, right? Comment, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, right? Share the video. Until next time, hope to see everybody soon.